Hi, Niro Thembi Pillay here from Investment Rise. Today I want to address a very common question I receive whenever people are looking to invest in property. And that is, how do I know my property will be rented? Now the first answer most people gravitate towards is, can I get some sort of rental guarantee on the properties? Now for me, rental guarantee is something, yeah sure they're okay, but I don't really like them because whoever's offering you a rental guarantee is almost certainly offsetting that by charging you a higher price for the property. And generally a rental guarantee is only going to be for a year, maybe 2 years anyway. And if you're buying a property for maximum growth, you want to be looking at holding the property for anywhere from 5 to 7 years to get that really good capital growth. So rental guarantees really are not something I'm a major fan of. What I prefer to look at though is the vacancy rate. Now, what I call it the magic of 3%. A vacancy rate of 3% means you have a balanced market. You have enough potential tenants for available properties. So there's a good match. So 3% is a balanced market. When you get above 3%, you have more properties available to rent than tenants. So as an investor, it's not the kind of market you want to be looking at. What you want to be looking at is vacancy rates of under 3%, which therefore means there are more tenants looking for properties than properties available for rent. So I always look at the vacancy rate and aim for under 3%. But I'm not just looking at what it is right now, I'm looking at what it's been for the last little while. Because one of the things I want to look at is, well, yes, it might be say 2.5 or 2% right now, but what was it the year before and the year before that? All right, so because I want to see a long-term trend of good low vacancy rate, because that means that there's enough of population coming online, enough potential tenants to keep renting these properties. But then not only look at the vacancy rate, I'm then looking at, well, what's the population growth? Because if you're buying in an area that's got a low vacancy rate, has had one for a long time, and an exploding population growth, well then there's more people coming on, which means there's a high likelihood of your property getting rented very, very easily. In fact, some of the areas I'm looking at, population is expected to double from the last census results reported, which is 2011, to 2036, supposed to double or even triple. Now they're the kind of areas I want to be looking at. The other thing is I'm looking at is the type of the demographic changing. Are we going from a lower socioeconomic area to a sort of a mid-range socioeconomic area? So is there a gentrification happening? Because then we're bringing on more young families who are likely to live in the area and stay in the area long term. So vacancy rate, population growth or population demographic shift, and thirdly, what's the infrastructure happening? Is there schools in the area? Is there shopping centers? Are there more coming online? What's happening to support the population growth, which is going to keep vacancies low? If we can look at low vacancy rates, growing population, and increasing infrastructure, as well as a whole series of jobs being created in the area or nearby, so families move in, they can travel within half an hour for jobs, you got the 4 factors that are going to put the maximum chance of a property being rented very, very easily. I'd much rather be looking at these 4 factors than a rental guarantee, because for me, if we can look at the demographics and economics of an area and give you a higher likelihood of getting a property rented, long term, you're going to do far better from a capital growth perspective. As I always say, capital growth is the ultimate aim for every investor. Hope this video helped. Let me know if you've got any questions by leaving me a comment below. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bye for now.